All right, welcome back. Did you see the news today that Mark Davis was talking to Tom Brady out in Vegas? I know they're not allowed to talk about it would be tampering, but can you imagine Tom Brady in Vegas? They got a pretty good quarterback there, though, Derek Carr. He's a guy that I like.
I think Derek Carr right now is every bit as good as Tom Brady. But John Gruden changes quarterbacks like you change hair gel, Richie. I mean, that's just what he does. I mean, he's always looking for something new. He the flavor of the month at that position. So I don't think it'll happen, though, because Carr's got a big contract.
Yeah.
Somebody would take it, but I don't know if they'd get value for it.
Yeah, I think he got I think he's owed what, 19? No, I think this year his cap hit's only $5 million. So
Carr?
This could be a year that they could release him and bring in a guy like Brady.
Okay.
Let's go out to who is it? Nick out in Bell Vernon. What's up, Nick?
Thank you guys for taking my call. I just want to say that the Roethlisberger era is over. He's an older.
I'm not counting him out yet, Nick.
Well, I hear you, but he's not going to be bigger and better than ever next year. He's older. He's slow. He's not mobile. His arm's going to be questionable. We just got to get on with it. And you know, what's going on now is a much more mobile quarterback who's able to maneuver better in the pocket and out of the pocket. And we don't have that, and he's not going to be that.
You know, I appreciate the call, and this is kind of why I brought up Derek Carr's name. I mean, he would be a guy that I would try to go after if things don't work out with Ben and if Brady goes there. All these things would have to fall.
I'm not shoveling dirt on Ben yet.
Yeah.
I mean, and Nick probably listens to Shannon Sharp and takes everything he says as complete gospel here. You know, and a lot of these national media types want to shovel dirt on Ben and say it's over. Am I optimistic, Richie, that they win another Super Bowl with Ben? I'm not. But I don't think he's going to look like, the Walking Dead out there next year. With the defense they have, I would bet on the Steelers. Speaking of Vegas and FanDuel behind us, I would take the Steelers to make the playoffs next year.
I think they're going to make the playoffs too, and I think they would have made the playoffs this year if Ben was healthy. Ben, speaking of Ben out in Greensburg. What's up, Ben?
Hey, guys. I mean, obviously, Ben's a difficult quarterback to replace, being a future Hall of Famer. But do you feel that the backups would have had a better chance if they have a dedicated quarterback coach instead of Fichtner running both coordinator duties?
Yeah,
Thanks a lot, Ben.
So. I absolutely do. I think Mason Rudolph's kind of gotten a raw deal here.
Yeah.
He got Ben was critical of him. He backed up Dobbs. He barely got practice reps, and he hasn't had a quarterback's coach. That's not putting him in a position to succeed.
I definitely think a quarterback's coach would have helped Mason Rudolph this year and even last year. That was the one position they could have really needed this year. That was one position they definitely needed this year because Fichtner can't be everywhere. But
they had two defensive back coach.
The guy that they brought in, I mean, he's pretty creative and he's a quarterback.
I like
guru,
Canada.
So I
think
do too.
Canada's going to be groomed to take Fichtner's job.
You might be right about that. Well, we got to go. We're out of time. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Pony. Hopefully you make the switch over to KDK News right now.